So what is going on, guys, and welcome to more ZTHSE speaking English episode. And guys, in today's episode I would like to share with you two podcasts, guys, that I'm listening to recently. And those podcasts I really like, I really appreciate to listen to. I already have make a video about two others podcasts, and those are Flash Forward and Note to Self. These two ones, and these are very interesting podcasts as well. I don't have listened to Planet Money yet, but a friend of mine have suggested this podcast for me. And Code Breaker, it isn't so cool. I don't like it too much. And Stuff You Should Know, I don't have listened so often. And TED Talks, I also don't have listened so often. And the two podcasts that I want to talk about, guys, today is the College Info Geek, and I will recommend the blog and the YouTube channel of this guy as well. And the podcast is very interesting for you who are there's a mosquito here, I'm sorry. This podcast will be very helpful for you who want to study more efficiently and want to become a better student, all right? And there is some podcast that I have listened to. Let's check that out. The secret of being an articulate speaker, narration. I have to say that these episodes that there is narration means that Thomas Frank, which is the host, the guy of the podcast, is only reading to a post of a blog of the College Info Geek blog, alright? And there's also this another podcast, set ways to calm your nerves when you are meeting new people. Oh, I'm sorry. And there is one thing that I remember pretty well of this podcast. When you are meeting new people, this guy said in the podcast, Thomas Frank said in the podcast, that when you are meeting new people, you don't have to worry too much about what the words you are going to say to them. You actually have to be worried more with how you will speak to them. I mean, the way that you're gonna talk to them, because at the end of the day they don't will remember exactly which words you have said to them. They will remember how you made them feel. Yeah, is this they will remember how you made them feel. And this is a very interesting insight, all right? And You Are Not So Smart, it is an awesome podcast. It's a celebration of self-disillusion that explores topics related to cognitive biases, heuristics. I don't know how to pronounce this, alright? And yeah, cognitive bias, guys, is only for instance, there is a pretty famous cognitive bias. It is the confirmation bias, and there is an episode that I have listened to yesterday, actually, and was the episode number 13. It was about technology, and man, that was my favorite episode so far about you. My favorite episode of this podcast so far, because I was enjoying it so much. As you guys can see, I have listened to 5% of this episode, and was pretty interesting for me. And it was about technology and how technology how technology is changing the world, and how technology is kind of, yeah, changing your changing our way of being human, our way of relate to each other. Yeah, basically that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Oh, don't forget to leave in the comments which podcasts are you guys listening recently, and If you don't if you don't use to listen to no one to any podcast, there's no problem. But I don't know how about you, but I like to listen to podcasts. All right. And so that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. All right. And I see you guys tomorrow on the next ZTHSE Speaking English episode.